What is going on? It's your boy, President Fat Samurai Guy. That's right, back again from the Movie Dojo podcast, here representing martial arts action cinema, baby. That's right, and I'm here with two living legends. That's right, stunt coordinating icons. The main events are here. Chris and Tom, welcome to the show.
Thanks, brother. How
Thanks for
are you?
having us.
Yeah, man. And woo, Terminal List, Dark Wolf, baby. Yo, I am on the edge of my seat. I can't wait for the next episode. You're making me suffer. One episode a week. Come on, guys.
Gotta have some
Killing me.
patience.
Yeah, that was my choice actually. So
Yeah.
You're fired. No, I'm
They
just
were
kidding.
gonna drop them all, and we're like, no, let's torture Preston once a week.
Damn it. Hey, it's all good, man. I've been loving the show, man. Congrats on the success of it, both of you.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, man, it's just been a roller coaster ride. But let's rewind a little bit. And briefly, I want to talk about Terminal List Season 1. Now, that was a pleasant surprise because Chris, you've stunt doubled Chris Pratt, through all the best of the Marvel movies, Endgame and all that stuff. And now stunt doubling him for, Terminal List Season 1. And man, I was not expecting because I was like, oh, we're gonna have some fun Star-Lord jokey joke time going on here. And I was like, wait, he just ripped out that guy's intestine, hung it up, and told him to walk. I was like, all right, let's go. But yeah, just so many awesome action set pieces in that first season. The ambush in the beginning, the hospital fight, the action at the end of in the very last episode where you got Donald Cowboy Cerrone, getting the tomahawk right in the dome. And I
Cowboy.
mean, just absolutely phenomenal, man. I love that first season.
Oh, thank you. We worked real hard on it.
Yeah. But now we are here with Dark Wolf, not following Reese anymore. We're following Ben now, the character of Ben. And man, was it always planned to do kind of a prequel season, Chris?
Not planned by me, and I think that Taylor Kitsch just knocked it out of the park
Right?
on that first season. He brought so much to the character that just wasn't in the book, and so much depth, and he became a fan favorite, and it became this easy choice of, Chris had this gap in his schedule, and he knew that the fans were going to be hungry for more. And he suggested, hey, we should do a spin-off featuring Taylor Kitsch's Ben Edwards, and it turns out to be an incredible choice.
hmm
Oh yeah, I've been loving it. Tom, was there any difficulties? I mean, how challenging was it, Tom, to put all of these different, badass elite stunt crew from different countries all coming together? I mean, how challenging was that to put that together for these amazing action set pieces?
It was, well, first of all, thank you. It was challenging, but in a good way. It's a lot of fun for us, for Chris and I both, to go over there and just learn the ins and outs of the European system. We had stunt people from Spain, France, the UK, and of course Hungary, where we were mainly based out of. And every single person we pulled on that show absolutely killed it. They were hitting the ground like it owed them money. They listened well, no matter what the language barrier was. We had great translators on set. People were paying attention. People were very eager. They knew it was going to be an awesome experience and a great show, and they all put in 100%.
Nice. To rewind a little bit, I forgot to talk about from season 1, Chris, that cartel sequence when the attack on the cartel group. That was intense. How hard was it to put that sequence together in the first season?
That was actually very easy for me because I was just doubling that season for the most part, and that was put together almost exclusively by our technical advisors. We have as many Navy SEALs, former Navy SEALs, and special operators on our show as we can cram in, and using their expertise, leaning on their experience. Ray Mendoza, who actually co-directed Warfare, was our technical advisor, and he put that sequence together, and it's incredible.
Nice. I just wanted to shine back on that one because that was phenomenal. But Tom, this season, man, we opened up with this amazing, tense hostage negotiation situation that went off the rails right in
Mhm.
the beginning on this bridge. You got the fellow brother on the 50 cal shooting people. Everybody shooting each other. It was intense right off the bat. But that's how you reel in the audience, man. They come in, they're like, "Oh, we got to watch this. This is intense." How crazy was that sequence on the bridge?
It was pretty nuts. We started breaking that down in Los Angeles, and once again, Ray Mendoza and Jared Shaw and Max Adams, those are the main linchpins when it comes to the tactics, the movement. The both Terminal List shows are very different in the fact that our technical advisors are not only involved, they are in charge of a lot of all that stuff.
Gotcha.
And it's nice on a lot of shows. People like Chris and I are asked to put all that together, and the technical advisors usually have a little bit of input. But when you have the real deal there, when you have real Navy SEALs, real Army Rangers who know this inside and out, and also have a fantastic knowledge of camera and film, there's no choice but to step back and let them do their magic, and then Chris and I come in and sprinkle our sauce on top of it, and just it was honestly a pleasure watching them work. It's unreal with someone with that much knowledge how good they are.
Yeah, yeah, well said. And man, going back to how great both seasons look, especially Dark Wolf, with the cinematography is on point, man. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like beautiful and yet haunting at times. Depends on the episode, you know.
Our main DP on Dark Wolf, David Stockton, man, that dude,
Stuck in.
that is a mad genius of lighting and camera, just the way he lines things up. I'm a huge fan. I actually posted about him today, and I would love to work with that dude as much as possible. He really creates just beautiful, picturesque tableaus.
Oh yeah, so good, so good. Yeah, shout out to him for sure.
Mhm.
But yeah, what I really enjoy about the show, man, especially this season, is you're gonna have the amazing stunts. That's why we're here. We're here to talk about the badass action and the stunt work and all the legends, all the badasses putting in the hard work to make it happen, baby. But we get a story here, a really great story so far. I haven't finished the season yet, but the characters are likable. You're rooting for them, and a lot of the characters are flawed too. There's another side to them. They make
Yes.
mistakes. They feel human. They're not superheroes. You know what I mean? No pun intended, Chris. Sorry. Hey, we like Star Lord. It's all good. But man, I mean, it's just that's just the bonus. The action set pieces are really the cherry on top of a really
Yeah.
good, well-told story. And I'm dying already for for next week's episode. uh but dude, I mean, even I like how the show kind of slowed down a little bit, and it almost, you have that one episode in the club that took place in the club, and it felt like, was that on purpose? The whole James Bond spy-esque with that episode in the club. Was that on purpose? Because earlier, Taylor Kitsch's character, Ben, is trying out the silencer, and he was like, "Oh, this is some James Bond shit." Was that on purpose? It was like a little homage?
I
I don't know if
was
they did it on purpose, but when we were on set, I think we were all saying it like, this is very James Bond.
yeah. And I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if that was a little nod from Jack Carr, because he's a giant James Bond fan, and
Hmm.
he posts about Ian Fleming and James Bond a lot. So you
Nice.
see a lot of Jack's influences in both his writing and in the shows, whether it's James Bond, Rambo, things like that. He's we're we're about the same age, and we talked about it on set. He's a fan of all the same things I am from back in the day. So I'm like a kid in a candy store watching the things he kind of sprinkles throughout.
Nice, nice. Now, are there 8 books right now, or 7? And eight's on the eighth one's on the way.
I
So,
believe there's 7 Terminal List books and
yes,
one about his father, Tom
that's
Reese,
Okay.
that's coming out, I believe, October 8th.
October. Yeah, that one comes out in
Yeah,
October. Cry Havoc.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Little plug,
Okay.
little plug there, Jack.
There you go. There you go.
And yeah, speaking of James Bond, I remember when he was doing the tour, he was talking about the last book that came out, he was calling it his 007 tour because it was the seventh book.
Nice, nice. I'm a
And he
bigger
actually
fan
wrote
of
it.
him already.
Chris, I don't know if you heard this. I was listening to a podcast with him the other day, and he was talking about, I think he wrote that book on the island that Ian Fleming used to go to write his James Bond
That's
book.
right. That's
What?
right.
Yeah,
How cool is that?
like,
Yeah.
dude,
That's super cool.
Jack's got a cool life.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jack. But since we have so many books, the only reason I'm bringing that up is it possible we will be getting more terminal list seasons, exploring more of these characters, more of this world? Is it a possibility?
I think that's everybody's hope that works on this
Hmm.
because we love the show, we love the universe, and we would love to keep working in it for the next 30 years. I think could be a giant franchise like the Bonds. You know, I would love to see where this goes and what it branches
Yes.
off into.
Yes, that's what I want to hear. And Tom, since you've worked on the very awesome and badass The Punisher series with John Bernthal,
Yes.
Tom, get John Bernthal in the next season.
He'd be awesome in this universe.
Yeah, he'd fit right in.
He'd fit in perfectly. I'd love to see John play just like a nasty bad guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did incredible.
Yeah,
That'd be
let's
fun
go.
because he's awesome and he's so intense. That'd be so
Oh
fucking cool.
yeah. Yeah. Hey, if it happens, give me a credit. Give me a shout out.
Yeah.
Fun.
Oh man, but yeah, let's get back to the action, which is why we are here. Man, Tom, the one take action sequence underneath the tunnel, the
Mhm.
ambush,
Yes.
that I was like on the edge of my seat, man. I was just like, dude, because I was just like, so it's going a little bit too perfect and on their mission. Something bad has to happen, but I didn't know it was going to get that bad, and then led to a shocking ending to
Yeah.
that episode. I was just like, what, man? How tough was it putting that together, baby?
Uh, well, I'm gonna let Chris take this one because we had so much action on the show. We were all over the place. Chris and Jared Shaw took lead on the tunnel sequence, and then I would come in and kind of supplement and help out. So please, Mr. Romrell, how difficult was your
Yes.
job in putting that together?
Well, again, so it all starts with our technical advisors, Ray Mendoza and Jared Shaw, one of our writer EPs. You know, they put the tactics together, drew out kind of this idea of how they would likely plan a hit like this. And then on the other side, how would you defend a hit like this? And then we would go in and we would take the performers and we would map that out. And we found a location and we mapped out the dimensions of the location on a parking lot and we just ran it from top to bottom, left and right, so that all the performers knew each of their spots, forward, backwards, side to side, all the way through from start to finish, so that they could do it in an official oneer from top to
Man.
bottom if they wanted to. And that took a couple weeks of rehearsals. And then when we finally were able to get into the space, we ran some more rehearsals just to work out the kinks in the location.
Oh,
So
phenomenal
yeah,
job, Chris. Phenomenal
it
job,
was a
brother.
thing. I mean, it was a team effort. You know, Tom's being humble here. He had a massive hand in that as well.
Nice. Well, it's well done. Well done. I mean, the action really kicked into high gear with
Yeah.
episode 4 and 5 because you had some really great. It was like the previous episodes was more of like suspense building,
Mhm. Yes.
especially when you have the character of Ben chasing that guy on the subway after a shocking kill I didn't see coming, letting the audience know, reminding the audience nobody's safe,
Yep.
which is a good thing. But there was so much suspense when he was hunting that one guy in the subway, in the train.
Shout out to Jula Toth. That was a Hungarian stunt guy. He was one of our key Hungarian dudes and absolutely rocked that role. He was so good.
World
Nice.
class stunt guy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Shout out to him for sure. But now we're back, episode 5. I mean, man, that was an amazing, awesome shootout
Yeah.
in the building in the beginning, in the back and forth.
The hostel. Yeah.
Yeah, how hostile was just, man. It was just really intense. And Taylor Kitsch's character, I don't know if that was really him or his stunt double, just getting tossed, getting ragdolled, ragdolled all over the place.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, this is intense. And then Chris, tell me later about the fight in the apartment with
Oh,
the.
that
Or
is a Thom thing. Yeah,
Tom,
Thom
Tom,
is about that life all.
who was the badass stunt woman who pulled that
So
off?
so that was Judith Siva. She is also a Hungarian gal that was doubling Shiraz, but Judith took all the hard hits. And
Okay.
our male actor in there, Ethan Suplee, is an old dear friend of mine, and I doubled him for years, so I doubled him in that fight also. And Judith and I basically took the hard hits, the balcony, the center island, things like that,
The
and then we would
refrigerator.
trade off. Yeah, the refrigerator.
Yes,
I swung her like a baseball bat. It was fun.
she didn't put
Um,
up a single hand to defend herself. And how many takes
no,
did you do of that?
we did one, and both of us wanted to go again. And DeGilio and Paul were just like, no, no, it looked great. We don't need any more of that. I,
Oh,
I, I swung the crap out of her.
that was
But,
one of
Yeah,
the most brutal and realistic feeling fights I've seen in a while.
well, thank you. That's what we were going for. So, just like Chris and Jared were over on the other team, Max Adams and I gaffed that one. And we really, that's what we wanted, is we wanted terrifying. We wanted this big, huge dude who's not necessarily a good fighter, but is big and strong
Yeah.
to really just beat the shit out of Tal, to where she has to fight from the bottom. She has to figure out a way to survive. And I give so much credit to both Shiraz and Ethan because they both put in so much work in rehearsals. They were in there for almost 2 weeks with me rehearsing,
Wow.
which is unheard of in TV. They'd get off work, they'd rush to the rehearsal stage, we'd work it some more, and I would say 90 to 95% of what you see in the finished product is those two actors.
Phenomenal.
And it really
mm-hmm.
shows because you can see their face, you can see their reactions to each other. They had fantastic chemistry. And my wife was saying that the other night. She goes, "This is terrifying." She goes, "As a small woman, she goes, this is
Yeah.
absolutely terrifying to watch." And that's
In
what we're
fact,
doing.
I don't know if you remember, but some of the ladies on our set actually came up afterwards and they were like, "Hey, thank you for putting that together." And Thom, and that was incredible to watch. Just somebody kind of fight their way out of a situation like that. So
Yeah,
thank
and
you.
show what would really. Oh yeah, I do remember that now. That's awesome.
So good. So good. She was terrified. I was terrified. Oh, but so good, man. Phenomenal. And then another big banger of a cliffhanger at the end. And
Mhm.
just phenomenal stuff. I mean, I don't know, man. There's some people already telling me and debating with me already saying they think Dark Wolf is better than the first season of Terminal List. I don't know. Everyone's going back and forth. The good news is everyone's loving both
Yes.
seasons
Yeah.
equally, and
Yes.
that's what's more important. That's what it's all about. But hey, it shows how great of a job you both have done with Dark Wolf. You know, when people are debating already, they like
Yeah.
this better. I mean, that's what it's all about. Well, I don't want
Amen.
to take too much of your time. I know you guys are busy. These guys got filmmaking to do. They got some awesome stunts and action set pieces to put together, baby. But hey, it was an honor. I could talk to you guys all day about action movies, but I know you guys are busy. Thanks again for hanging out. Chris, love you, brother. Thanks again, brother. Thom, we are brothers now because I see the Conan the Barbarian sword in the background. So
Yep. Yep.
we're brothers. We're brothers. That's it. It's official. So everybody
Awesome.
watching this right now, don't forget to watch. Get that Amazon Prime, baby. If you're late to the game, if you're late to the dance, it's all right. It's not too late to join the action and the excitement of Terminal List Dark Wolf, son. That's right. Catch up with the old samurai guy. If you enjoyed yourself here, hey, you can catch me on Movie Dojo Podcast on Spotify and on YouTube. But don't forget to click on the links below to follow Thom and Chris on their filmmaking journey. And of course, as always, follow martial arts action cinema, son, because that's what it's all about. Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
See you on the
Preston.
next one.
A lot
Thanks,
of fun.
Preston.